got the books here. Right?
I can't wait to get on the road again. I fall in love with this lady. Take her with my friend.
No, I'm not.
I can't wait to get
I'm
on the
the
road
real
again.
Mr. Penny. How are you guys? Good. It's so good to see you. This is my friend, Mrs. Bryant. You say hi, Mrs. Bryant. And Mrs. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 26, 2014, and welcome to Penny's podcast on the Road Edition. I have with me Miss Holly Ellis, our new principal here at Lincoln Elementary. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning, Mr. Penny.
Nice
How are
to
you?
see you. I'm good. Excited that we've taken our flat Mr. Penny on the road this year, and excited that Mrs. Tidwell's first grade class, I believe they've been doing a writing activity to predict, or what? Do you know what exactly they've done with that?
Mm-hmm. They've been reading Flat Stanley, and then they've also been talking about the different adventures that he goes on and how he might feel, and predicting what his next moves might be. So I think that we've been having a little fun with Mr. Flatpenny here and predicting what his adventures at Lincoln might be also.
Good. Miss Ellis is a resident here in Troy, has a student, Lucas, is an 8th grader at Troy Middle School, and so excited to have you here. And previously you were in the Wentzville School District at Lakeview Elementary as an assistant principal. How many years were you there at Wentzville?
I was at Wentzville for 13 years and 4 years as an assistant.
And what was your draw? Why did you decide to apply at R3?
I definitely wanted to give back to my community. I think that it's a really great opportunity to be able to serve the community that I live and kind of celebrate with my son all of the things that the R3 district has going on.
Can you talk a little bit about the Show Your Paw and the character education program we have here?
Absolutely. Our students and our staff very much believe in teaching character education and doing what's right just because it feels good inside, and building that strong morals and values within yourself. This year, I will be participating as a leader of the school in the LACE program, learning more about the Character Education Foundation and how to promote that and leverage that capacity within our school. Our kids walk around and they show their paw, and they work on making sure that they are accountable, respectful, show self-control, and that they are ready to learn each and every day. And so a lot of how we talk to kids has a lot to do with teaching them those values and how you can show those each and every day in everything that you do.
Awesome. You know, we're very excited Miss Ellis is here, and I'm sure certainly the staff here at Lincoln Elementary are excited as well to have her as a leader. And again, welcome to the community.
Thank you.
The educational community. You were already here, but very excited about you and your role here, and of course for your work with Mr. Schultz, the assistant
Absolutely.
principal. We have a great team here at Lincoln Elementary.
We do. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yep. Can't wait to see Ms. Tidwell's class here in just a little bit. That's the whole reason we do Penny's podcast, to bring you information and show you an inside view of what is taking place on a daily basis inside our school system. You can have your teacher invite Mr. Flatpenny to visit you in your school, and you can do write an activity of things that he could do or observe while he's in your school. So send those suggestions to April Bryant, Public Relations Director of Lincoln County R3 School District. Will you read this? Will you read this to me?
Mr. Penny, are you popular?
You know what? That's a good question, Tyler. Am I popular? It probably depends on who you ask. You guys are the reason that I'm the superintendent. So without you as first graders, there's really no need for me. So I want to be popular with the students, but in a very respectful way, not necessarily being everyone's friend, so to speak. But I want to be very friendly, and I want to be very caring to you, because I care a lot about what you're learning, and I care a lot about the Mrs. Tidwell and being the great teachers that she is, and the lessons that you learn every day. Tyler, that's a great question. That's a great question. Thank you for asking, but I've never been asked that before. So thank you.
Why is Mr. Penny's flat?
Why is Mr. Flatpenny flat? Well, I think what we decided to do was make a picture of me, so that we could take to all the schools and create activities for you to do as first graders, and then we could come and visit your school. And the other reason that we decided to make Mr. Flatpenny was so that you would know who the superintendent is. So I think it's working, because I've seen Mr. Flatpenny at the Ice Bucket Challenge that Lincoln Elementary did last week. And I've seen Mr. Flatpenny at some other pictures throughout the school with Lucky the leopard. And of course, it's important in Lincoln Elementary to show our paw right? With good character development, and so good character education. You guys all knew that as kindergartners last year, and of course being first graders this year. Drake, that's a great question. Thank you so much for asking that question. Good job. I like your handwriting.
Haley wants to know, Mr. Penny, what do you like to do?
You know, so I have 3 children. Elizabeth, who is 18, Grant, my son, is 13, and my daughter Sydney is 8. And so I like to spend time with my kids, and they like to swim. I like to travel. This summer I had a chance to go to Florida, so I like to visit places like that. But I also like to just learn about Missouri history and travel around state parks and camp. We also camp. So we're here with Mr. Birtles today at Lincoln Elementary. Mr. Birtles is our technology integrated specialist, and he has a tech tip that he wants to share with all of our staff in the Lincoln County R3 School District. How are you, Mr. Birtles?
I'm great, Mr. Penny. Good to see you.
Good to see you always.
I want to show the district an app called Apps Gone Free. And this app, what it does is every day, it will find apps that are typically paid apps and will allow you to download them for free. And it's typically only 1 or 2 days only. A lot of times there's fun apps in there, but a lot of times it's great educational apps that can be really expensive that are free for that day only, and they're great to take advantage of while you can.
Okay, great.
Apps Gone Free.
So Apps Gone Free, check it out on your Android, Google, and also iTunes. I'm sure that's there as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Birtles.
Thank you.
Have a great school year.
You too. Thanks a lot.
To give a shout out because we're so proud of you. We're happy that you work for us and hope that you are too.
District shout outs. Certainly I want to thank the Salvation Army for their $2,000 donation to the Buddy Bag program and a $2,000 donation to the Bright Futures Lincoln County. Thank you so much to Phyllis Cross and all of our good friends at the Salvation Army. The other shout out, I want to thank all the buildings for wonderful open house events, back to school nights, and certainly back to school bashes. I know Hawk Point had one last Friday night, and so just excited to have all the kids back here at school. And it's kind of like I told Main Street Elementary, where have you been all summer? We're glad the kids are back, and it's good to see everyone.
I'd like to shout out Mr. Birtles for his tech tip of the day, and also Mrs. Kara Tidwell for inviting Mr. Penny to our school and show off greatness.
And remember, Lincoln County R3.
What are you doing to make us the premier school district in the state of Missouri?
Our love is made